Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm turned up and they turned down. Smoking cool, blowing pound. Hey, cause I'm on now. Shot cause I'm on now. I'm turned up and they turned down. Smoking cool, blowing loud. Hey, cause I'm on now. Shot cause I'm on now. I'm running long ways on my dome. Driving expensive cars, sitting on chrome. Getting it from my dick. She find it. She a red bone, don't wanna leave my alone. Got a Spanish chick, keep calling my phone. Don't speak English, but she love pink but just like Venus, her good, but her face a meaning. She love it, cause I'm counting figures. You know I'm top notch, no I'm not your average. All about my cabbage, that cash I got to have it. My stripper beat up at it, she twerking it for mathematics. She break them tricks off in the club and she bring it back to her daddy. I'm hiring lanes in my caddy, candy paint on chrome wheels, turning heads when I pass by. I'm cashing in, negotiating deals, pouring those bottles, champagne spills.
Welcome to another edition of Triangle Sports Hub Friday Night Football Game of the Week, powered by SHN Sports and Network One Sports Live from Raleigh, North Carolina. Now here's your host for tonight's game, Petey Doris.
Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Week 7 of North Carolina High School football. Triangle Sports Hub Game of the Week is powered by SHN Sports and Network One Sports.com. We're live here inside the Falcons' Nest on the campus of Green Hope High School for Game 2 of the Triangle 6 Conference matchup between the 4-1 Green Hope Falcons and the 3-3 Panther Creek Catamounts. Welcome, I'm Petey Doris with your call tonight. We are 8 minutes away from kickoff. Looking at these two teams coming into Week 7, Green Hope has been consistent this season on the offensive side of the ball, losing Week 3 game 29-28 against crosstown rival 6-0 Holly Springs Golden Hawks as time expired on a 43-yard field goal. Since the Falcons only lost with wins on the road against Triton and Cary last week to start conference play at the break, last week the Falcons led Cary Imps 14-10. The Falcons lost the lead 18-14 headed into the final 12 minutes. Were able to get a go-ahead touchdown to escape a close road win 21-18 to prove 1-0 in the Triangle 6 Conference. We are currently 7 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to come right back here with the national anthem and a word from your sponsors. Welcome back, friends, as we are 4 minutes away from kickoff here for the Battle of 55. Moving on to the Catamounts coming into this week. They're a 500 record at 3-3 with wins against Fuquay-Varina week 1, Apex Friendship, and Jordan last week. The Catamounts this season through 6 games, offensive-wise, has averaged 183 yards in the air with averaging 91 yards on the ground with a total of 16 touchdowns. This season, 2 seniors have been getting split opportunities for the Catamounts, Tyler Soup and Jordan Payne. Soup, with a 53.3 quarterback rating this season, has thrown 8 interceptions this season. With the defense of the Falcons, the stat could increase tonight for Soup and the Catamounts, as the team captains for both teams are going to the 50 at midfield, right where the Falcons emblem is, shaking hands. We're 3 minutes away from kickoff. Talking about the Catamounts. The Catamounts began Triangle 6 play last week at home against Jordan. Soup went 10 for 16 on the evening, 123 yards and 1 touchdown on the ground. Woodsburg had 16 carries, 89 yards, and a lone touchdown. But this hungry team the Catamounts are up against tonight could fall to 1-1. Both teams in the Triangle 6 conference, both of them are 1-1. This is a fight for 55. And the Green Hope Falcons win the toss and defer until the second half. So the Catamounts offense will get the ball first. Catamounts will be working right to left as conference play week 2 is moments away. The overall record is 8-5 as the Catamounts lead the Falcons since 2017. Last year, the Catamounts beat the Falcons on the Catamounts field, 36-34. It's a close game. So tonight, I don't expect much more than a close battle. Tonight, the wind's blowing out of the east, about 10 mile an hour. Will be a factor in this game tonight. We're going to take a quick break and come right back here with kickoff from the Falcons' Nest. You're listening to Falcons football on Triangle Sports Hub. Welcome back, friends, as the Catamounts will get the opening kickoff working right to left tonight in front of the sold-out crowd here at Green Hope House School. This is a fight for 55. Not much between each one of these schools, as Highway 55 is between both schools, so this is a battle. The Catamounts side of the stands is filling up just about as good as the Green Hope side, but also tonight is this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there is all types of pink out here. Light pink, bright pink, dull pink. Pink is everywhere. The football players have pink socks, pink gloves, pink shoes. The Catamounts will be in their white jerseys, blue numbers, white helmets with the Catamount logo on the forehead, on the helmet. And ladies and gentlemen, Zauk is back to kick it off for the Falcons. He's kicking left to right. And we are just about underway. He's kicking with the wind, so the kick should be could possibly be a touchback right here. The ball fell off the tee at the 40. If you can hear a wind in the background, it's coming through the windows. I apologize for that. And we will try to get it panned out throughout the game. Zach's about to kick it off for Green Hope. Kick is up. It's going to be a short kick at the 20-yard line. He fields at 20. He's up the right sideline to the 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet at midfield, pushed out of bounds. That's going to be the Catamounts' first possession is going to be at the 49-yard line, working left to right. First offensive possession for the Catamounts tonight. We'll get a look at quarterback Tyler Soup for the Catamounts. Working off the right hash mark, staring down the front four of the Green Hope Falcons. Catamounts send two receivers to his right, one lone back in the backfield. His running back is Wutzberg, hands it off to Wutzberg. Wutzberg punches out the middle, and he gets about 6 yards on the carry. And that is out to Green Hope side of the field at the 47-yard line. So with the carry was Wutzberg. Wutzberg and Soup in the backfield. Two receivers to his left, one to his right, working between the hash marks at midfield at the 47 of Green Hope. Hands it off to Wutzberg. Wutzberg punches right up the middle, gets about 2 yards on the carry, pushes back, so going to bring up a third and short for the Catamounts. Great defense by Green Hope right there on the stop of Wutzberg. Wutzberg and Soup in the backfield, standing at midfield. Two receivers to his right, trip receivers to his right. Two receivers to his left. Hands it off to Wutzberg. Wutzberg punches right up the middle, gets about 5 yards on it, and picks up a Catamounts first down. Wutzberg 3 straight carries right there. Picks up a first down. And that was Roundtree on the stop for Green Hope. In Green Hope territory at the 42-yard line between the hash marks. First and 10 for the Catamounts. Trip receivers to his right, two to his left. Wutzberg right behind him is Soup. Soup drops back to the 50, looking down the right side. Overthrows his man, Wutzberg, at the sideline. Brings up a second and 10 from the 43-yard line. Then the receiver was Streeter at the sideline. Streeter is the X factor here in the receiving position for the Catamounts. I have some issues with the officials. Officials at the sideline talking to the Green Hope coach. As Green Hope, his hands are on his head, so it's must be against Green Hope. I don't see no flag on the play. Catamounts fans are slowly piling in here. They might have standing room only before the end of the first quarter, as Catamounts have to walk around the track. All the way around the track and up the handicap ramp to their seat. It's a long walk for the Catamounts, as Green Hope fans are in pink, 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 light pink, dark pink, bright pink, dull pink. The student section, real man wear pink also. I would have to say there's more males wearing pink than there are females out there. Having problems with the clock here prior to the game. There were some clock issues. Gave us a issue at the beginning of the game. So it's 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Third down and 10 for the Catamounts offense. Soup's in shotgun formation back at the 48-yard line. Drops all the way back to 48-yard line of their own. finds his intended receiver at the 30-yard line, and it was a haul-in by his receiver, Boone. Boone picks up 12 yards. Great pass by Soup to Boone. That brings up a Catamounts first down. Catamounts deep in the Falcons' territory. Working off the right hash mark. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. His lone back, Wutzberg, to his left. Standing off the right hash mark. Hands it off to Wutzberg. Wutzberg is hurt right at the line of scrimmage. Loses 2 yards on it. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 for Wutzberg, Supa, and the offense of the Catamounts. Working right to left, the Catamounts. Green Hope's defense right here inside their own territory at the 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. 2 receivers to his right, trip receivers to his left. Wutzberg to his right, hands it off to Wutzberg underneath. He plows up the middle, picks up 7 yards on the carry to the 26-yard line. Picks up those negative yards as the clock continuing to roll here. As the problem, 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Catamounts inside the Falcons' territory at the 26-yard line. Catamounts waiting for a play to be called as Wutzberg gets the play. Hands it off to Catamounts, and he plows up the middle, picks up about 2 yards on the carry. That brings up a 3rd and 4. Brings up 4th down. Correction. 4th and 4 from the 25. Soup and Wutzberg. Wutzberg with the carry right there for the Catamounts. It's cheerleaders here. Got the JV cheerleaders out here, varsity cheerleaders, young cheerleaders from the middle school also here as Soup drops all the way back. Intended receiver on 4th and 4. Drops it at the 22-yard line. If he hauled it in, it would have been a first down. But Catamounts turn it over on defense. As on 4th down, they would have been kicking against the wind. And a 27-yard field goal possibly would not go in. So with the right possession, 4th and 4, have to go for it. So right now we're going to get a quick look at Ashworth's offense. Ashworth in shotgun formation. Trip receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Slow back in the backfield as we have a flag. And the flag is, we have a offside against the defense. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 5 for the Falcons. Falcons ball is at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, working left to right. Ashworth hands it off to Holman. Holman is stopped in the backfield. So a 2-yard loss right there for Holman in the offense. This Catamounts defense with a stop right there on Holman. Holman in the backfield for the Falcons. Ashworth in shotgun formation back at the 22-yard line. Holman, two yard behind him, has got 3 receivers to his right, rolls right, flicks it to Holman. Holman busts up the right side. He's at the 30. Out to the 33-yard line before he is tackled off the right hash mark. Holman with the carry brings up a 3rd and 3. Ball's at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 3, balls at the 34, correction. Working off the right hash mark. Falcons left to right. It's a beautiful evening here as it's Pink October Breast Cancer Awareness Month in high school football in North Carolina, Week 7. Holman gets the handoff, and he is stopped, and the ball is loose. And a Catamount signal, they have it. Let's get an official call from the official, and it is a fumble by Holman in the offense of the Falcons. It's turnover for Holman. On the carry, Catamounts 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter with Triangle Sports Hub Game of the Week. As Panther Creek Catamounts and Green Hope Falcons. Soup working off the left hash mark. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Soup drops all the way back to the 45, puts it up, and it's nearly intercepted at the 10-yard line. And on the interception attempt was James McNear. McNear fingertipped it. And McNear laid out. As the intended receiver, it was overthrown. But it was a great look by Soup in offense. As Green Hope, 2nd and 10. Green Hope's defense in Green Hope's territory. Soup in offense working right to left. Off the turnover by, Soup with the handoff to Witzberg, and he is smacked in the backfield, and on the tackle was Taylor, a junior, 5'9", 143 pounds, brings up a 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13 from the 36 for the Catamounts. Soup's looking to the sideline, waiting for a call. Gets a call. Witzberg to his left. Trip receiver set to his right. 2 to his left. Drops all the way back to the 45. Angles right. Finds his man. Intended receiver at the 35-yard line was Streeter. And Streeter drops it. Brings up a 4th down. And will they bring on the punt team from the 36-yard line? And the punt team's on the field. On the field, the punt is Cattell. Cattell back at midfield. And we have the officials looking to the sideline. Over on the side of Green Hope. Wait for the official call here. As it's 4th and 12. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight on network1sports.com. Or if you're listening on our YouTube channel, shnsports.com/TSH. I want to thank Rob Hipp, the voice of the Sam Houston State Bearcats down in Sam Houston State. Him and Carl Shoney for everything they do for Triangle Sports Hub being remote. And thanks for Greg Hitchcock in Las Vegas for streaming our game tonight. It's 5:49 left here in the first quarter. 4th and 13 from the 36 for the Catamounts. There are some technical difficulties on the field, so we're going to step away. We'll be right back here to the Falcons' Nest. Welcome back as the Catamounts be punting left to right on 4th and 11 from the 33-yard line. Patel's back at the 47-yard line. Gets the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded by the Catamounts at the 5-yard line, so Ashworth and offense will be taking over deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line, working left to right. And there was a issue with the play clock, which was throwing off the players. So right now the play clock's at 3 seconds. There's more issues than the play clock here tonight, as Green Hope's first possession was a fumble turnover by Holman. So Ashworth deep in his territory at the 5-yard line, sends a trip receiver set to his right, 2 to his left, working off the right hash mark. In the end zone is Ashworth and Art Angel. Art Angel's behind Ashworth, gets the handoff to Art Angel. He punches up the middle, gets pushed back right at the 2-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 from the 2-yard line. Art Angel just barely got out of the end zone for Green Hope without a safety. Deep in their own territory. This is fight for 55. As Ashworth and offense is in their own end zone. Our Angel to his right, trip receivers to his right. And it's going to be a safety, as the Panther Creek Catamounts sack Ashworth and the Falcons in end zone. This is going to bring up a score change, 2-0. Panther Creek leads Green Hope 2-0 here in the final 5 minutes of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. Panther Creek leads Green Hope 2-0. Welcome back, as the Catamounts pick up a safety on first 2 possessions by Green Hope Falcons. Here for the fight for 55 was a fumble by Holman and a safety in the end zone. So we're going to be kicking off from the 20-yard line. Will be Zach kicking off to the Catamounts. Returning the kickoff will be Hatley and Streeter. From the 20, left to right, Green Hope trails Panther Creek 2-0. As Zauk is back at the 15, kicking with the win. Kick is up. It's going to be fielded at the 45-yard line. He's up the sideline to the 50, 45, 30, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 40. So the Catamounts offense take over in the Falcons side of the field at the 40. 1st and 10 for the Catamounts and Soups offense tonight. Here is its fight for 55. As the Catamounts fans have their flashlights out over there. It's like they're scared of the dark. Bunch of blue shirts on the far side, the Catamounts colors, as Soups in shotgun formation back at the 45-yard line. Trip receiver set to his left. 1 receiver to his right, as Wutzberg's to his left. So we have 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Soup with the cornerback keeper. Bounces out, and he's up the right sideline. Gets enough for a first down. He's out to the 15-20 as he's pushed out of bounds, and that was, correction, Payne was in for the Catamounts. Payne is the backup quarterback for Soup. Not sure if there's something wrong with Soup, as Soup is on the sideline. See no medical staff to the far sideline. As Soup's helmet is off. It's getting looked at. As Payne's in shotgun formation, Wutzberg to his left. Trip receivers to the left, handoff to Wutzberg. He bounces off the left guard's hip, and he stops right there at the 13-yard line. Brings up a second and 6 from the 12. Second and 6 from the 12 as the Catamounts are deep. And they're deep in the Falcons' territory. Catamounts quarterback Jordan Payne looking to the sideline, sends trip receivers to his left, one to his right. Woodsburg is in the backfield as we got a quarterback keeper, gets up to the 10-yard line, and that brings up a 3rd and 3. And Catamounts are on the 10-yard line. 3rd and 3. As Payne and his offense, trip receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Woodsburg in the backfield at the 15-yard line, staring down a 3-man front. They've got a pass hurry offense right here as we have a keeper, and it is on the carry. And and it's going to be Ward with the carry. Ward's first carry tonight is the backup Ward, and Payne is in for the Catamounts. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3 for the Catamounts. As the Green Hope student section's trying to get loud right here for the defense. Payne's back at the 15-yard line. Trip receivers to his left. Quarterback keeper, and Payne is smothered at the 15-yard line. It turns over on downs. Green Hope still trails 2-0 against the Catamounts. We're going to step away. We'll be right back here with Green Hope ball. 1st and 10 from the 15. Welcome back as the Falcons driving left to right. In shotgun formation was Ashworth. Intended receiver was Art Angel at the 20-yard line. Art Angel drops it. Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. From the 15, working off the left hash is Ashworth in the offense. So we got a substitution coming in for the Falcons. As Odette comes to the sideline, trip receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Lone back Holman in the backfield. Ashworth looks to the sideline, finds his man, Roundtree's battling at the 15 before he's plowed out of bounds at the 17. That brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. As Ashworth's offense cannot get nothing going tonight with its defense of the Catamounts. Catamounts defense is standing strong as Green Hope has not seen the Catamounts side of the field. They've been shoved deep in all 3 drives. Ashworth in shotgun formation back from the 14-yard line. Passes lateral to Holman. Holman out to the outside, and he is met right at the original line of scrimmage. Is going to bring up a 4th down for the Falcons. Falcons offense cannot move tonight as it's the second conference game of the season. It's fight for 55. I live on the left side of 55, so I guess I'm a Green Hope Falcon fan. As Atlee is back to receive for the Catamounts at the 50. Zauch's back at the goal line to kick it off the left hash mark. Atlee's back. Set at 50. Kick is going to be up, and it's going to be fielded. Direct kick to the 50. He's up to the 45. Right side, still on his feet at the 35, and he is down at the 32-yard line. And on the return was Streeter. Streeter with a big 18-yard punt return for the Catamounts. There's a flag. See what the flag is for the Catamounts. See if it's against the Catamounts or the Falcons. Here comes the official at the 35-yard line. And there is a block for the Catamounts, going to push him back. So with a great return, erase the 18-yard return by Streeter, as there's a flag, and it brings him all the way back to where he caught it at the 48-yard line. Still in the Falcons' territory, working right to left as the Catamounts. Closing seconds of the first quarter. Falcons trail 2-0 against a cross-town rival, Panther Creek Catamounts. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight on network1sports.com, shnsports.com/TSH. If you're streaming off our YouTube channel, I really appreciate all the people that watching tonight. As Soup is back in for the offense, looking down the field, finds his man at the 8-yard line, and it goes between his hands as intended receiver was Payne down the sideline, as it's going to pull up a 2nd and 10 from the 48. Payne had two-man beat. Just falls right between his fingertips. Would have been a breakaway touchdown for the Catamounts. Catamounts working right to left. Shotgun formation as Soup. Trip receivers to his right, two and to the far side of the field. Hands it off. Oh, quarterback keeper, and he ducks and he falls for a loss. As he looked just like he was going to get sacked, and he ducked and he tripped over his own feet and brings it back. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 from the Catamounts 48. This will be the final play of the first quarter for the Catamounts. Gets it off. Soup drops all the way back. Intended receiver at the 35-yard line, and it falls incomplete. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. The Catamounts lead the Falcons 2-0. We'll be right back here to Falcons Nest. Welcome back, friends, and we're getting ready to start the second quarter here as the Catamounts will be punting left to right on 4th and 14. Back to receive the kick will be Roundtree. He's at the 10-yard line, approaches the ball at the 30, and he's going to let it bounce. And Ashworth and offense will take over from the 23-yard line, working right to left. For their 4th possession today, they've got a sack, they've got a safety, a fumble, and just a plain up 3 and out. So we're going to see what the offense will do right here as they trail 2-0. It's like a soccer match score here as it's fight for 55. Like I said, last year's 34. Last year's score was 36-34. The Falcons lost, but definitely not the same offense this season as Ashworth Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Hands off to Hallman. He punches right up the middle. He gets up to the 27-yard line before he's tackled from behind. And on the tackle, floor on the tackle for the Falcon, on Catamounts. Ashworth and his offense in shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to his left. Hands it off to Hallman. Hallman punches up the middle, gets nowhere as he picks up a loss, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and roughly about 6. 3rd and 6 for the Falcons. Ashworth looking to the sideline, waiting for his call from the booth. Coming out of the game is Wargacy. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He's lone back in the backfield at the 20-yard line. Ashworth standing at the 18. Calls for the ball, low snap, angles right, finds his man at the 30-yard line, and he is hit immediately. And Odette with the catch, and it's going to still bring up a 4th down for the Falcons. Greenup's going to have to punt right here as Zalk's legs has been working strong tonight. It's going to be a short field for the Catamounts as Zach's kicking into the wind. At game time tonight is 81 degrees, wind blowing from left to right. Out of the west at 10 mile an hour. It's picked up a little bit, up about 15 right now as Zalk's boot is great kick by Zalk, and it's going to take a Green Hope bounce, and they're going to down it at the 33-yard line as the Catamounts offense takes over from the 33 of their own side of the field. We're going to step away for the Catamounts lead Green Hope 2-0. Welcome back as the Catamounts take over. 1st and 10 from the 33, working left to right as they lead the Falcons 2-0 as drops back, finds a intended receiver at the 40, hauls it in, still on his feet at the 45, and that was Ward with the catch as Soup hauls it in. And correction, that was Boone with the catch. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line left to right. Will be Soup in the offense. And on the tackle was Taylor for the Falcons. Working off the right hash is Soup. And the offense, 2 receivers to his right, trip receivers to his left. His lone back, Wutzberg, in the backfield at the 40 with him. Gets a low snap, hands it off to Wutzberg, fakes the pass, but Wutzberg is hit immediately. Might have picked up a 2-yard loss. See where they'll spot it at. And that was a 2-yard loss, so it brings up a 2nd and 12. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. The Falcons trail the Catamounts 2-0. This fight for 55. Game of the week on Triangle Sports Hub. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on network1sports.com /station/Triangle Sports Hub and shnsports.com /TSH. Working off the left hash mark is the Catamounts. Hands it off to his running back, and he picks up 4 yards on the carry, still on his feet with a pile of Falcons trying to take him down, and on the carry was Ward. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Spot the ball at the 48-yard line. Working left to right. 3rd down for the defense of the Falcons. The Falcons' defense been on the field more than Ashworth and the offense tonight. Opposite side of the field The Catamounts fans are packed in here, standing room only on the far sideline as fight for 55 as Soup scrambles, gets out of the pocket, completed his pass at the 40. He's down to the 30, 20, cuts back to the middle of the field, and Roundtree takes him down, and on the catch was who else besides Streeter. And ladies and gentlemen, he was beating the streets with the catch, and that puts him in Falcon territory as the Catamounts are 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line with Roundtree with a tackle. Streeter with the catch by Soup. Catamounts got trip receivers to his left, one to his right. Drops back, hands it off to his running back, Jordan, and he rolls to the outside. He fumbles the ball, and the Falcons appear to have it, but he might have been out of bounds. Let's see what the call is on the field. And it is a Catamounts ball, 2nd down, as Ward with the carry. Tried to get fancy with it, and it was stripped. But they're able to keep it out of bounds. So the Falcons 2nd and 8 for the Catamounts. 2nd and 11, Catamounts shotgun formation. Hands off to his running back, and he cuts right up the middle. Picks up 6 yards on it. And that was Ward with the carry. Roundtree with the stop for the Falcons. Soup's looking to the sideline to get the Soup trying to get a call from his offensive coordinator. Sends trip receivers to his right, one to his left. His lone back, Ward, behind him. Angles left, puts it up at the goal line as it's too high and an incompleted pass. And that brings up 4th down for the Catamounts. Catamounts will be in field goal range. And Patel will be in to attempt a 34-yard field goal to extend their lead. Off the left hash mark, kicking with the wind. Snaps low, kick is up, and it crosses the goal and through the pylon as the Catamounts extend their lead. 5-0 on a 38-yard field goal by Patel. We're going to step away. The Falcons trail the Catamounts 5-0. Patel's back to kick it off from the 40, from left to right. Our Angel is back at the 10-yard line as Turner is back off the right hash for the Falcons. Patel's back at the 30-yard line. Signaled right, looks left. Waiting for the call for the sideline. And the kick is up, end over end, as Turner fields it at the 7-yard line. He cuts up the center of the field. He's out to the 20, 25, 30, and he's pushed down at the 27-yard line for the Falcons. Falcons going to take over from the left hash mark. Taking over from the left hash mark is Turner with the 20-yard return for the Falcons. Ashworth and his offense, 5th possession, 6 minutes to go here in the first half. They trail the Catamounts 5-0 with the fight for 55. Off the left hash mark is Ashworth. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Staring down our front 3 of the Catamounts. They're blitzing. Gets the pass off down the sideline. Falling out of bounds. And did he haul it in? Was Vaughn, and it was incomplete. It was out of bounds was Vaughn. Great pass by Ashworth to Vaughn. Vaughn at the 50-yard line, couldn't get both feet in bounds, and it pulls up a 2nd and 10. Short side of the field was Vaughn in the offense for the Falcons. Vaughn to the far side. Trip receivers to his right, 2 to his left. His lone back, Holman. Holman gets the handoff. Cuts out the middle at 30. Still on his feet at 35. Going to pick up 8 yards on the carry. Is going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. That was Jordan Payne on the stop for the Catamounts. Headed out to the sideline for the Catamounts is Streeter. Greenhope sends 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. As Vaughn's down closest to the sideline for the Falcons. Ashworth's in shotgun formation. Holman is 2 yards deep from him. Holman gets the handoff, bounces off the right tackle's hip, and he picks up enough for a first down before he's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Greenhope's driving right here. Under 6 minutes to go. It's 1st and 10 from the 38 for the Falcons off the left hash mark. Was Holman picking up the first down. That's a first down for Greenhope with 5:45 left on their first down tonight. Ashworth in shotgun formation back at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Gets a snap off. Looks down the field, finds Vaughn at the 40 as he showboats with the catch. And he gets in. And that brings up a Greenhope first down as Vaughn with a big catch down the sideline to the 38 for the Falcons. Falcons are driving in Catamounts territory as they trail 5-0 here. Under 5 minutes to go, working off the left hash. Ashworth in the offense, hands off to Holman. Holman in a whistle in the backfield. That is going to be a false start against the Falcons. Brings up a 1st and 15 for the Falcons. Working off the left hash is Ashworth in the offense. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Holman in the backfield. Staring down our front 3 of the Catamounts. Catamounts secondary is blitzing. Gets a snap off. Scrambles out of the pocket. Is at the 45-40. And he steps out at the 43-yard line. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 2nd and 15 for the Falcons. Pick up no yard, is able to get back to the line of scrimmage was Ashworth in offense. Ashworth back at the 48-yard line. Waiting for the call from his coach on the sideline. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Holman in the backfield at midfield. Holman gets the handoff. Oh, and it's quarterback keeper. Ashworth's up to the 35, 30, to the sideline, 25, 15, 5, and it's a touchdown for Ashworth in the offense. Ashworth with a 38-yard run for the offense for Greenhope. See what Greenhope's going to do as a excessive celebration right there by Greenhope. Greenhope took the lead right there on the 42-yard run by Ashworth on the fake. As Zalks in the kicks. As Green Hope's going for a 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. From the 10-yard line is Ashworth in shotgun formation. Looks right. Finds his man in the corner end zone, and it's intercepted. No, it's overthrown and dropped. And 2-point conversion failed as Green Hope takes the lead. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Green Hope leads 6-5. We're going to be right back here to the Falcons' Nest. Welcome back as Green Hope takes the lead on a 42-yard run by Ashworth. An offense on the Catamounts failed 2-point conversion. Brings the score 6-5. Where we are right here is Zauk and the offense is kicking from the 40 right to left to the Catamounts. Into the wind is the kick by Zauk. As the Catamounts working left to right. Kick is up. Great kick. It's going to be fielded by Streeter at the 10 as he drops it, picks it back up at the 10, out to the 15. Dancing on his feet as he is met by 4 Falcons to take him down at the 12-yard line. It's only a 3-yard return by Streeter for the Catamounts. Catamounts take over from the 12-yard line, working left to right. Offense, Soup and Wutzberg in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Working off the right hash mark is Soup. Is back in the backfield. And we have a flag. We have something. Call. So Streeter is going to the sideline for the Catamounts. We have some substitution coming in for Streeter. Soup in the offense, 1st and 10. 5:17 left here in the first half. Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5. Soup back at the 10-yard line, looks right, finds his man, intended receiver at the 15 as he was hit immediately. And it was an incompletion. And it's going to be Brazak with the drop as the Falcons hit him right when he put fingertips on the ball. Brazak. Catamounts waiting for the call from the sideline. Gets the call. Soup's back at the 10-yard line, working off the right hash mark. Is loaned back. Wutzberg to his left. Hands it off to Wutzberg. Wutzberg's got a pile ahead of him, and he gets up to the 20. But not enough for a first down. Brings up a 3rd down for the Falcons. Falcons defense needs to stand right here to try to score, get a much comfortable lead going into the half. As the Catamounts got the ball at the beginning of the game, so the Falcons will get the ball at the opening of the second half. Soup's in shotgun formation back at the 14-yard line. 2 receivers to his right. Drops all the way back to the 10. Scrambles up the sideline, and he passes completed as he fell out of bounds. And he did haul it in. And on the completion, Davison is, and it was a first down by the Catamounts. Catamounts offense moving the chains. Working off the left hash mark as we have a whistle. We're going to step away. We'll be right back here to Falcons Nest. The Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5. Welcome back as the Catamounts working left to right. The whistle was, there's no play clock, so the officials are watching the clock as we have a handoff to Ward. Ward spins off the left hash and picks up 7 yards on the carry, brings up a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 from the 34 for the Catamounts. Working off the left hash is Ward Soup's offense. He's got true receivers to his right, 2 to his left. His lone back Ward to his right hip. Staring down a front 3 of the Falcons. Falcons secondary drops back, hands it off to Ward. Ward picks up no yards on the carry, brings up a 3rd and 3 from the 35. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. The Catamounts trail the Falcons 6-5. Thank everybody for tuning in on shnsports.com/TSH. And they gave him a first down on the push as he got a very successful drive right there from the officials. Working left to right as the Catamounts from the 37-yard line. Soup gets the handoff to his running back. He punches right up the middle, picks up 5 yards on the carry, brings up a 2nd and 5, and that was Wutzberg with the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 5 from the 42. Working off the left hash mark is Soup in the offense. Trip receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Hands it off to his Ward, and Ward is met right at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the offense of the Catamounts. Working left to right. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. The Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5. It's like a baseball score tonight as both teams have seen flaws in their offense. Plenty of drop balls as right now I'm staring on the field at 3 Green Hope players with pink cleats tonight as it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as Ward gets the handoff, gets enough for a first down, still on his feet at midfield, and he is taken down at the 49-yard line of the Falcons. Moving the chains is the Catamounts, just under 129 seconds left here in the first half. They mark him down at the 50 at midfield, working left to right, and we got a timeout. We're going to step away. Green Hope Falcons lead the Catamounts from Panther Creek 6-5. Welcome back as the Catamounts are at midfield, working left to right. 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go until halftime. The Catamounts trail Green Hope 6-5. Shotgun formation. The Soup drops all the way back to the 40. Looking down the sideline, a 10 receiver at the 30-yard line. He is out of bounds, but he hauls it in. But it brings up a 2nd and 10. So you need about another yard wider, and it would have been. Could have been 9-9 for Green Hope, as he would have been on the sideline and catch me like he can, like a gingerbread man. Catamounts working off the left hash mark. Plenty of field on the far side for the Catamounts. Waiting for the call of Soup in his offense. As Woodsburg's back at the 45 with him. Chirp receivers to his right, one to his left. Hands it off to Woodsburg. Woodsburg punches right up the middle. Picks up 7 on the carry. Brings up a 3rd and 3 from the 43 for the Catamounts. See if Green Hope can stop them right here. They're in Green Hope territory. Left to right is the Catamounts. Shotgun formation. Soup claps one, hands it off to his running back. Punches right up the middle, gets 4 yards on the carry, picks up a 1st down. And that is going to be Woodsburg for the Catamounts. Catamounts are 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 1:12 left here in the first half. Catamounts trail Green Hope 6-5. Working off left hash is the Catamounts. Soup in his offense. Chirp receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Is lone back in the backfield with him from the 45-yard line. Soup drops all the way back, finds Streeter at the 40. Streeter reaches out and gets to the 36-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. Streeter is the X factor for the offense in the receiver position. Brings up a 2nd and 10, and that is a timeout. Panther Creek, we're going to step away. Panther Creek Catamounts trail the Falcons 6-5 with the battle of 55. Welcome back out of timeout. The Catamounts working left to right. Off the right hash mark is Soup in his offense. From the 35-yard line, 38 seconds left here in the first half. Soup's the only one in the backfield as we have a whistle. See what the call is, and it's going to be a timeout. Green Hope. We're going to come right back here to Falcons Nest. The Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5. Welcome back as the Catamounts coming out of the timeout of Greenhope called a timeout. They didn't like what they were seeing from the Catamounts. Working left to right, 37.8 on the clock. Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5 going into halftime. Catamounts be working off the right hash mark. Working right off the hash mark is Soup in his offense. Trip receivers to his left. Soup drops back to the 40. Finds Streeter at the 45, 30, 35. And he is down at the 22-yard line. And that is a Panther Creek first down as the clock stops until the ball is set. And it's a timeout, Panther Creek. We're going to step away. We'll be right back here as the Catamounts trail Greenhope 6-5. Welcome back out of the timeout. The Catamounts working left to right from the 24-yard line. Off the right hash mark as Soup drops back, loses the ball, picks it up at the 30. Looks downfield, finds his man at the 5-yard line, still got the ball, and he is down at the 7-yard line, and it was Streeter with the catch. And it's going to be 20 seconds left on the clock for the Catamounts. As Soup in the offense, look down the sideline, found Streeter, and that is going to be the Catamounts' final timeout of the first half as they trail 6-5 against the Falcons here at the Falcons' Nest. We'll be right back here. Welcome back as Catamounts burn their last timeout, working left to right from the 7-yard line is Soup in his offense. Trip receivers to the short side of the field, trip receivers to his left side. And we have a timeout, Greenhope. We're going to stay right here. This timeout is a final timeout by both teams as it's only 20 seconds to go. As the Catamounts has 66 rushing yards tonight with 2 running backs. Tonight, it's been a hard-fought game, fight for 55, as the Falcons take the lead on the 42-yard run by the quarterback, Evan Ashworth, with 3 minutes to go in the first half. And then the Catamounts driving. It's got where they are at the 7-yard line, as it's going to be 1st and 10, basically 1st and goal from the 7 for the Catamounts. Working left to right off the Right hash will be Soup in the offense. Soup in the offense coming to the line of scrimmage. Trip receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Soup lined up at the 12-yard line, right on the right hash mark. Drops all the way back, angles left, looks right, finds his man, cutting over the middle with Streeter. Ball falls incomplete at the 4-yard line as it was thrown low at Streeter's feet. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Off the right hash, 16 ticks left here in the first half. The Catamounts trail the Falcons 6-5. Catamounts waiting for a play from the sideline from their coach. Gets a call. Soup comes back to the line of scrimmage. Same set offense. Staring down a front 4 of the Falcons. Soup drops all the way back to the 17-yard line. Throws it over to center and end zone. And it was too high. Intended receiver in the back of the end zone was Marichin for the Falcons. That's 3rd and goal. 12 seconds left here as Marichin was thrown over his head at the goalpost. Little too high. As Soup and his offense working on right hash mark. 12 seconds left here. Trail 6-5. Soup drops all the way back to the 15-yard line. Throws it in traffic. And it's intercepted. And let's see what the call is. We're not sure what the call is, but Green Hope come out with the ball. See what the official call was. We have a helmet that came off of a Catamount. And Vaughn come away with a ball for the Falcons. See if they'll... He threw it in a pile of defenders right at the goal line. And it's going to be waiting on the call from the field. 3.3 seconds left on the clock. It was going to be Greenhope's ball. Was an interception thrown by Soup in offense from the 7-yard line. 3 seconds left here is Ashworth in offense from the 5-yard line. Vaughn with the interception. Van with the interception for the Falcons at the 5-yard line. As that's going to be the end of the first half. The Falcons leave the Catamounts 6-5. We're going to come back here at the beginning of the third quarter. The Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5 in a close game here as it's fight for 55. We'll be right back. Welcome back from halftime. The Green Hope Falcons lead the Catamounts from Panther Creek 6-5 to begin in the third quarter. Catamounts will be kicking from right to left to Green Hope. Patel's back from the 40. Kicking left to right as the student section here at Green Hope is trying to get the crowd pumped up. As we're beginning the third quarter, the Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5. Bottom of the 8th inning here, as it's been a well of a baseball score here tonight. Catamounts begin the game with a safety. Jumped out 2-0, got a field goal. Then Ashworth in offense. Ashworth scored on a 42-yard quarterback keeper and failed on the extra point. Correction, failed on a 2-point conversion. Patel is back from the 35-yard line. Kicking right to left. Kick is going to be up, and it's going to be fielded on a run from the 15. He's out to the 20. Down the left sideline, up to the 25-yard line before he pushed out of bounds for the Falcons. Archangel with the return. 7-yard return for Archangel on offense. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Falcons, working left to right. Ashworth in offense. Far side of the field, got 2 receivers. Near side's got 2. Got a lone back. Back at the 20-yard line with him is Holman. Calls for the ball, sends a man in motion across the line. Direct snap. Holman cuts around the side, and it is a Ashworth with a carry, as it was a fake to Holman. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 25 for the Falcons, working left to right. There's plenty of Catamount fans on the stands. They have their flashlights going. Low snap to Ashworth, hands it off to Holman. Holman is hit in the backfield immediately. Brings up a 3rd and 16 from the 20 for the Falcons. Working left to right. 3rd and 16 from the 20. Falcons need to get to the 30-yard line. So Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5 here early in the third quarter. Shotgun formations. Ashworth, 2 receivers to his right, gets the handoff, looks down the field and is intercepted at the 40. Cuts down the field, he's at the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that is an interception by the Catamounts. Catamounts offense going to take over. 1st and 10 from the 30. Catamounts ball. The 10-minute mark into the third quarter. Catamounts trail 6-5. The ball on Green Hope's side of the ball as the pass was intended for Van, as it was short. And the Catamounts take over with a turnover. We have a flag thrown. Have a holding against the hold against Panther Creek. It's going to back them up, so it's going to be 1st down Catamounts. But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Backs them up. As it was hold on the return by the Catamounts. As a wind is picking up here as a fight for 55 game of the week. As Soups in shotgun formation off the right hash mark, low snap, hands it off to Ward. Ward around the end, cross midfield at the 47-yard line, where he picks up and it was 7 yards, and it was Wutzberg on the carry. Correction, thought it was Ward. 21-1, looking the same with the light blue color and the white jersey. In the game for the Catamounts is Soup and Wutzberg. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Off the left hash mark, high snap to Soup. Over to Wutzberg. Wutzberg's up to 30, 45, 40. Crosses the 40-yard line down at the 38-yard line and picks up a Panther Creek first down. And moving the chains into Falcons territory. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Falcons lead the Catamounts 6-5. It is October and it's all pinked out here at Green Hope High School as the handoff to Wutzberg, and he is hit at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 40 for the Catamounts. There's all kinds of pink here. Light pink, bright pink, dull pink, light pink, almost reddish, as the Catamounts have towels hanging out their back pockets, pink, and the Green Hope defense is laced in pink also as the cleats. Soup's in shotgun formation, high snap, drops back, looking down the field at the goal line, overthrows his man as Streeter, and it was defense by Mateus Jones for the Falcons on the defensive side. As Streeter had him beat, but the ball had Streeter beat. As Catamounts working right to left from the 40, 3rd down and 10. Soup drops all the way back to midfield, looks down the sideline, finds his man at the chains, and they signal him inbounds. That picks up a Catamounts first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10. And it's first down. Yeah, they still have 4th down on the marker over there, so I was thinking it was he was a yard short, but he hauled it in. And it was Streeter with the catch. Catamounts in shotgun formation is Soup. It's running back Ward to his left. Troop receivers to his left. 1 to his right, working off the right hash mark. Hands it off to Ward. Ward punches up the middle, gets to the 22-yard line before he is tackled, and Ward is still on his back. Rolling to his stomach as he is going to need attention. On the carry, he might be cramped up. We're going to step away with the injury timeout. The Catamounts are driving as they trail 6-5 over the Falcons.
Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm turned up and they turned down. Smoking cool, blowing pound. Hey, cause I'm on now. Jack, cause I'm on now. I'm turned up and they turned down. Smoking cool, blowing loud. Hey, cause I'm on now. Jack, cause I'm on now. I'm running long ways on my dome. Driving expensive cars, sitting on chrome. Getting it from my dick, she find it. She a red bone. Don't wanna leave my alone. Got a Spanish chick, keep calling my phone. Don't speak English, but she love pink butt. Just like Venus, her good, but her face a meaning. She loving cause I'm counting figures. You know I'm top notch. No, I'm not your average. All about my cabbage. That cash I got to have it. My stripper beat up at it. She twerking it for mathematics. She break them trees off in the club and she bring it back to her daddy. I'm highway lanes in my caddy. Candy paint on chrome wheels. Turning heads when I pass by. I'm cashing in, negotiating deals, pouring up bottle champagne spill.
Welcome back as Ward is being helped off the field from the 20-yard line, walking on his own power with the trainers behind him as the Catamounts fans are to their feet, giving a standing ovation as Ward walks off the field. It's going to be second and 3 from the 23-yard line in Falcon territory. Working off the right hash, Würzburg pops back in the game for the Catamounts as Soup's in shotgun formation at the 30. Ball's at the 24-yard line. Two receivers to his left, one to his right. Gets the handoff, fakes the pass, but the handoff, and he gets enough for a Catamounts first down, and that was Würzburg. And that picks up a Catamounts first down. So the Catamounts are deep in the Falcons' territory. And the ball is spotting the ball at the 15-yard line as Würzburg picks up the first down on the carry. Chirp receivers to Soup's left, one to his right. Zlone back at the 25. Hands it off to his running back. He punches up the middle. He's up to the 15. And he is down at the 12-yard line. Was Würzburg. That is, brings up a 2nd and 4 for the Catamounts. Catamounts has trailed since they're late in the second quarter on the 42-yard run by Ashworth and the Falcons. And we have a flag. And it's on the sideline. Sideline warning for Panther Creek. Second and 4 for Soup in an offense. High snap. Soup hands it off to his running back, and he picks up back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's Würzburg with the carry. Brings up a 3rd and 4. Third down for the Falcons defense as they still hold a 1-point lead over the Catamounts. 6-5. Clock's ticking right here in favor for the Falcons. High snap to Soup. Soup looks over to the sideline, and their intended receiver was his running back, Würzburg, and he hauls it in and brings it up a 4th down. Not enough for a first down. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 4th and 2. See where they spot the ball. Correction, it was an incompletion to Würzburg, so it brings up a 4th and 4 from the 14. Working right to left is the Catamounts. High snap to Soup. Soup looks right, and he hauls it in at the line of scrimmage, and it was Streeter with the reception. See if they give him a first down. And there's a flag over there where Streeter caught it. See if it's a offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference on Streeter. Still waiting on a call from the official, as there is not a person in their seat here. Pass interference against the Falcons. False start against offsetting, so it brings up a 4th and 4 again. So it's offsides. It was false start on the Catamounts and pass interference on the defense. All sets a penalty, so it brings up a 4th and 4. Back at the 14-yard line for the Catamounts. Catamounts waiting for the call from the sideline. Soup and the offense at the 20-yard line, looking to the sideline. Gets the call. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. His lone back, Würzburg, in the backfield with him. Soup gets a snap, throws it behind his receiver at the 5-yard line, and it's a turnover on downs. Intended receiver was Streeter at the 5-yard line, but Soup's throw was behind him. And Streeter was only able to get his right hand on it. Had to reach across his body. Brings up a 1st and 10 for Green Hope with their second possession here in the third quarter, as they lead 6-5 over the Catamounts. 1st and 10 from the 15. Ashworth hands it off to his running back. He pops to the outside, back to the original line of scrimmage was Holman. Brings up a 1st and 10. Correction, that was Turner on the carry. Second and 10 from the 14 for the Falcons. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. His lone back in the backfield is Andrew Wegersey. Ashworth sends a man in motion, hands it off the quarterback keeper. He's up to the 15-20. He is taken down right at the original line of scrimmage at the 15-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 11 for the Falcons.
Bring up 3rd down.
Falcons working left to right. From their own 15-yard line, deep in their own territory. Working off the left hash mark, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. His lone back in the backfield at the 10-yard line, drops back, gets no block, and he is sacked for a 15-yard loss. And it's going to bring up a 4th down, and it's going to be Zouk and the special teams coming on the field for the Falcons. Zouk be punting from the end zone, deep in his own territory. From the negative, it's about halfway through the end zone. Back to receive the kick will be Hatley at the 40. Kick is up. Hatley is going to take it from the 47-yard line. Drops back to the 50. Is up to the 40. Down to the 40. 30. Still on his feet at the 25. 3 flags. And it's going to be 3 flags on the play as Hatley was down at the 25-yard line. And we have a official timeout. We'll be right back here to Falcons Nest as the Falcons still lead the Catamounts 6-5. Welcome back, as the line judge was the one that was down hurt, as he's to the sidelines getting attention. The Catamounts take over from the 40 with a chop block was the call, not an official. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Catamounts. Soup in his offense. Soup's in shotgun formation back at the 45. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, sends a man in motion to the far side. Looking down the field, he's got a man, and it's nowhere. Pass over the middle of the field at the 10-yard line. Falls incomplete, brings up a 2nd and 10. For the Catamounts. Game time tonight is 81 degrees, the wind blowing 10 miles an hour. Out of the west, the wind is still at times gusting, but it's not a consistent wind. As Catamounts work right to left. High snap to Soup. Soup hands it off to Woodsburg. He punches off the left side, off the left tackle's hip. Picks up 4 yards on it. So bring up 3rd and 6. And the Catamounts working left to right. Under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Catamounts and the Falcons, 6-5. Soup in shotgun formation back at the 42-yard line. Trip receivers to his right. Drops all the way back to midfield, looking down the field. Scrambles out of the pocket, down the field. Ball thrown 5 yards short of Streeter at the 25-yard line. Brings up a 4th down. And Patel will be punting it for the Catamounts. Took him out of field goal position right there, as Patel will be kicking from the 50. See if they can pin the Falcons deep in their own territory, as Art Angel is back at the 10-yard line to receive the kick. Snap is long snapper, snaps low. Kick is up, and it's a short kick. And it's going to take a Catamounts bounce, and it goes in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. Ashworth and offense will be starting 1st and 10 from their own 20. We're going to step away. Green Hope leads the Catamounts 6-5. Welcome back, as Green Hope taking over 1st and 10 from the 20. Trip receivers to his right. Hands it off to Hallman in the backfield. Hallman's at the 15. Out to the line of scrimmage, and he is tackled. Met by 5 Catamounts at the sideline. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Be working off the right hash mark is Ashworth and the offense for Green Hope. As Ashworth is at the lone touchdown for the Falcons tonight on their 42-yard quarterback keeper in the 2nd quarter to take the lead. 6-5. This is a fight for Highway 55 here in Apex, North Carolina. Ashworth sends 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's lone back in the backfield at the 12-yard line, snaps high, and we have a flag. We have a false start against the Falcons. Now pushing back brings up a 2nd and 15 for the Falcons. March the Falcons back to the 15-yard line. He's 2nd and 15 from the 15. Ashworth in the offense tonight has struggled to move the ball on the Catamounts defense. Two receivers to his right, waiting on a call from his offensive coordinator on the field. We'll get a signal from the line judge. This is down one official, the line judge, out of the game. Evans' pass was batted down at the line of scrimmage. Batted down by the Catamounts. And that was Lunding. Outside linebacker batted it down right at the line of scrimmage. As it's 3rd and 15 from the 15 for Ashworth in offense. Ashworth working a short side of the field off the right hash mark closest to the Green Hope sideline. Catamounts fans stand proud and strong right here. 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper punches up to the 20, gets to the original line of scrimmage. And bring up a 4th and 10. And Zalk and the special teams punt team is back on the field for the Falcons. Falcons 4 plays, no yardage against the Catamounts defense. Zalk's back at the 5-yard line. Hatley's back at midfield to receive the kick. Kick from Zalk is up, and it's going with the wind, and it's going to be fielded, and he drops it, and it's going to be a Green Hope turnover. Green Hope comes up with it as Hatley got fancy with it and drops it at the 45-yard line, and Green Hope comes up with it. Hatley never called for no fair catch or anything as it bounced right there. And it's going to be Green Hope's ball. 1st and 10 from the Catamounts 45, working left to right. As Hatley wanted to get fancy, and as soon as he started to take a stutter step, the ball hit his hands and it fell out right into the arms of a Green Hope Falcon. Falcons on the Catamounts 45, working left to right off the right hash marks. Ashworth drops all the way back to the 47, scrambles outside pocket, out to the far side, still on his feet. Picks up 2 yards on the carry. Ashworth with the quarterback keeper brings up a 2nd and 8. From the left hash mark will be Ashworth in the offense, as it's going to be coming down to the last play of the 3rd quarter. 11 seconds to go, and Ashworth will take it into the 4th quarter with a 1-point lead over the crosstown rival Catamounts from Panther Creek, as the Green Hope leads 6-5. Welcome back. Flipping the field for the Falcons. Working right to left will be the Falcons in the final 12 minutes as they lead the Catamounts in this bottom of the 9th inning right here. It's 6-5. I want to thank everybody tuning in on network1sports.com or shnsports.com/TSH as we have a quarterback change as Wegersty right there came in. Quarterback keeper picks up 15 yards on the carry. And that is a Green Hope first down. And Wegersty is in the game as Ashworth is walking down the sideline with his coach. Trip receivers to his left. Wegersty, one to his right, gets the handoff. And he rolls around outside, spins, still on his feet at the 20. And there's 6 catamounts on him at the 17-yard line as he's slammed to the ground. But he picks up enough for a Green Hope first down, and that was Josh Holman. And that is a first down for Green Hope. Hurry up offense from the Falcons. Short field left side will be Wegersey. Wegersy's got trip receivers to his right, one to his left, Holman to his left. Hands off to Holman underneath. Holman bounces up the right side, still on his feet at the 15, and he's pushed back with forward momentum. They might mark him down at the 12-yard line. See if they give him the where they spot the ball. Ball spotted at the 14. So they did not give him the momentum. As Holman with a handoff underneath from Wegersy. Trip receivers to his right. Same set for the Falcons offense. Wegersy hands it off to Holman. Oh, pulls it back out as he keeps it. Quarterback keeper picks up 4 yards. Brings up a third and about 6 from the 11-yard line for the Falcons. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Network1sports.com/station/Triangle Sports Hub from Greg Hitchcock in Nevada. Streaming on us for tonight in SHNsports.com/TSH. Rob Hipp, Operations Manager, Georgetown, Texas. Wegersy's pass was batted down at the line of scrimmage. And the batted down at the line of scrimmage was Wittenberg, inside linebacker. No, excuse me, Lundy. London. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and Zelk's on the field to kick a 30-yard field goal from between the hash marks, and we have a flag against Green Hope. It's going to bring him back 5 more yards. See what the leg of Zout can do from the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 35-yard field goal. Between the hash marks will be Zout. Under 11 minutes to go here. Zout in offense, snaps low. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights, and it is good for the Falcons. Zout puts the comfortable lead against the Catamounts as Green Hope extends their lead 9-5. We'll be right back here. Green Hope leads the Catamounts 9-5 with Battle of 55. Welcome back as Zalkin offense for Green Hope connects with a 35-yard field goal to put them ahead 9-5 with under 10 minutes to go here in this battle of 55, fight of 55, grudge battle, gridiron matchup here. Zach's back to kick from the 40-yard line right to left as flipping the field did help for the Falcons. Falcons kicking right to left, short kick by Zalk. Going to be fielded at a 30. He is going to take a knee right at a 30. And the Catamounts offense and Soup is taken over. Super from the 35-yard. Ball's going to be at the 30-yard line. That's where he took a knee at. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30. For Soup in the offense with a need to score right here for the offense, a must score. Either a touchdown to take the lead, need a touchdown as they trail 9-5. Soup drops back, finds his man over the middle as his halfback, and he is hit at the 40. And that was Boone with a pass underneath. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 from the 40. Soup in his offense from the 40, shotgun formation. Trip receivers to his left on the near side. 2 receivers. Hands off to his running back, and he picks up 4 yards on it, and it was Wutzberg, and it was a Catamounts first down. Catamounts moving to change first 2 drives here. Pick up 14 yards. The 45 will be the Catamounts working left to right. Their own 45. Trip receivers to his left, 2 to his right. His lone back in the backfield at the 40 with him is Soup. Claps twice, gets the snap off, looks down the field to the far side, finds his man, and he has fallen out of bounds, and it's incomplete. And it was Boone with the catch, but he was out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd down for the Catamounts as Boone hauls it in. But he was pushed out of bounds. Boone comes to the opposite side of the field now. He's got Streeter on the far side. Trip receivers to his right in the I formation. Snaps, claps his hand twice, hands it off to his running back. He rolls right up the seam. He's at the midfield, and he is down right at the 50-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 from midfield for the Catamounts. 8:44 left here in the 4th quarter. Catamounts off the right hash mark. Trip receivers to his right in I formation. Hands it off to Wutzberg, and he is hit right at the 50. And he is not sure if he rolled off the top of his offensive lineman. They rolled him down at the 50, and that's going to be a 4th and 5 for the Catamounts. As Patel and the punt team will be coming on. Patel will be punting from the 40-yard line. Down to receive for the Falcons will be Art Angel. DeMarca Art Angel. From the 17-yard line. Between the hash marks, long snap from the 50. Patel claps twice. Snap is up, kick is up, and it's going to go right of our Angel, and he catches it, plays it at the 25, 30, and he's pushed out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And there's a flag on the far side. See what the flag on the far side. Not sure what the flag will be, but Green Hope will take over, pinning the flag from the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. It's going to bring him, so blocking it back by Green Hope. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. First and 10 from the 20 will be Green Hope and offensive Ashworth. Ashworth is still on the sideline, so is Wegersty in there. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. His lone back in the backfield. Puts a man in motion with Art Angel to the far side. Quarterback keeper Wegersty up to the 20, and he's at the 22-yard line. Picks up 2 yards on it, on a carry. Wegersty with the quarterback keeper. Faked the handoff to Art Angel. Brings up a 2nd and 8. Between the hash mark is Wegersian's offense. Fakes the handoff and hands off the Turner. He's at the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for Greenhope. 3rd and 3 for the Falcons. They're deep in their own territory against the Catamounts with 6:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Greenhope leads 9-5. Wegersian's offense working off the left hash mark. One receiver to his left. Thrown back in the backfield. As we have a pick, and the ball was batted at the line of scrimmage, and it went in the hands of a Catamount, and it's at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 from the Catamounts. We got 6 minutes to go here in the game as Greenhope leads Panther Creek 9-5. 6:05 left. Catamounts take over from the 27 of the Falcons. Working left to right. Need a defensive stand right here by the Falcons. Wegersee offensive line batted it up. It was an interception. High snap to Soup. Soup looks over to Streeter. Streeter gets a screen. He is immediately hit at the 25-yard line. Picks up 2 yards. And on the hit was Pritchett. Brings up a 2nd and 7. From the 25-yard line, working off the right hash is Soup. Soup hands it off to Wootsburg, and he is hit where he picks up 3 yards, so it brings up a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 22. Working center to field between the hash marks. Both teams have full timeouts here in this 4th quarter. 5 minutes and the clock's ticking. Chirp receivers on the stack formation to his right. One receiver to his left. High snap. Hands it off to his back. He is hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. It brings up a 4th down. 4th down for Panther Creek. And the Falcons defense, 4:48 left here in the 4th quarter. We have a quarterback change we have Payne in for the Catamounts. Payne back at shotgun formation, 25, reaches, and he gets hit on 4th down. See where they spot him. And it was Payne with a quarterback keeper. See where the spot is. It's going to be a timeout, official timeout. See, they're going to bring the chains. 4:17 left as a chain gang comes to the field. From the booth here, it appears to be about a half a football short, and they are short. And it's going to be Greenhope's ball. 4th down stop by Greenhope. As Greenhope needed a stop right there with 4:17 left. Greenhope takes over from the 19-yard line. As Wegersee's back on the field, so is Ashworth. Ashworth will be under center, being the quarterback this drive as they lead 9-5 over the Catamounts. Shotgun formation is Ashworth. Ashworth back at the 12-yard line, hands off to Holman. Holman pushes up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He's at the 30, down the sideline, and at the 32-yard line is Holman. And the offense is enough for a Green Hope Falcon first down. First and 10 from the 32-yard line will be Ashworth in the offense. Lone back in the backfield is Holman. Chirp receivers to his left. One to his right is Van underneath. Waiting for a call from the sideline. Gets the call. Shotgun formation, working the clock. Making the clock go down if it's under 4 minutes to go. And snap is up. Hands off to Holman. Holman gets a stiff arm, but he is taken down. Back in the backfield. So it's going to pick up a third down and long. No, second down and 15 from the 21-yard line. As Holman swung too far to the outside with the stiff arm, the guy just, give me that arm. Took him down. At the end of the play, it's second and 15 from the 26-yard line. Chirp receivers to his left, one to his right. They've only got it staring down a two-spread defense by Catamounts, and we have a whistle. We have a false start against Green Hope. He's going to back him up 5 more yards. Bring it back to second and 20. Second and 20 from the 15. Second and 20 from the 21. Chirp receivers to his left. One to his right, working off the right hash mark. Looking at his offense. On the safety side of the ball for the defense, they're going to got 2 defenders. He got 3 receivers to his left. Ashworth, shotgun formation, drops back, hands it off to Holman. Holman puts it up the middle. It's about 4 yards on the carry. Brings up a third and 11. Oh, correction, third and 16. Third and 16 from the 25, and we got a Green Hope timeout. We're going to step away. Green Hope leads Panther Creek 9-5. Welcome back as Green Hope third and 15 from the 25. We're going to see with the handoff. The Holman spins back to the original line of scrimmage at the 33-yard line. And that's going to bring up a fourth down for Green Hope. Green Hope's going to have to punt it away. See what the Green Hope. It's 2 minutes to go here. And we got a Panther Creek timeout at the 2-minute mark. Green Hope leads 9-5. Welcome back as Green Hope is punting on 4th and 10. Zaux back at the 20. Kick is up, and it's going to be a kick all the way down to the 30, and it's going to take a Falcon bounce all the way down at the 23-yard line. Is the Catamounts of the offense. 1st and 10 from from deep in their territory at the 23-yard line will be the offense with under 2 minutes to go, 1:45 with 2 timeouts. Will be the Catamounts and the offense trailing 9-5. Definitely need no mess-ups by the defense, no pass interference or anything, because you know what they're going to be doing. They will be spreading the ball. He's got trip receivers to his left, 2 to his right. His lone back in the backfield. Same offense all night for the Catamounts. Is this the final 2 minutes? Soup drops all the way back to the 15. He is scrambling, finds his man over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Right there was Van, and it falls short of the interception. Brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line with 7 seconds off the clock. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on network1sports.com, Triangle Sports Hub, and on shnsports.com/TSH. Catamounts working left to right. 1:38 left here in the 4th quarter as they trail 9-5. Soup drops all the way back, finds his man, and he is hit immediately at the line, at the first down marker, and there's a flag thrown. And that will be, see what the call is against Green Hope. That was a pancake hit, but it definitely was a flag. See what the call would be. They're marking it off. It's going to be a pass interference will be the call. It's going to be a automatic first down. As he was sagging too far back to get the pick, so he put a hit on him right as the ball was a few yards short, and it was a defensive pass interference. Soup's working off the left hash mark. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Drops all the way back to the 30, steps up in the pocket, looks down the center of the field, and it's intercepted at the 25. He's up to the 30, 35, 40, still on his feet at 45, crosses midfield, pushed out of bounds on the far side, and with the interception for tonight for Green Hope was McNear, and that secures with Green Hope tonight, as with 1:20 left. Green Hope will, with 3 timeouts. It's a great look, and we have an excessive celebration by Green Hope. The flag was thrown against Green Hope. So sideline warning is what they give him. As Soup in the offense turned it over. As Green Hope is 80 seconds away, and they will be in victory formation from the 47-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 12. The clock continues. Ladies and gentlemen, Green Hope will win the fight for 55 with an unbelievable 9-5 victory over Panther Creek Catamounts tonight with the interception by the Catamounts. I believe one more snap is Ashworth is in victory formation at midfield. He takes a knee. And that is going to do it here at Green Hope as the Green Hope Falcons improve to 5-1 on the season and 2-0 in Triangle 6 Conference with a 9-5 win over crosstown rival the Catamounts from Panther Creek in the fight for 55. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight for Rival Week as the Catamounts fall to the Falcons at the Falcons' Nest, 9-5, as Green Hope improves to 5-1. The Catamounts fall to 3-4 and 1-1 in conference play. From me in the broadcast booth, I want to thank Athletic Director Chad Smothers at Green Hope. I want to thank both coaches on both sides. It's been one heck of a game tonight, as it was 9-5 was your final. For me in the broadcast booth, signing off until next week. God bless, and we love you, Raleigh.
We at Triangle Sports Hub want to thank you, our listeners, for tuning in to Triangle Sports Hub Game of the Week. If you missed any action of tonight's game, you can listen to it on shnsports.com/TSH. Click on the tab Broadcast and Archives. Have a great night, everyone.